What's going on, internet? It is Josh back with Sometimes I Say Things, that web series where, as you know, sometimes I say things. Sometimes I say things, but it just depends on how far south I am at the moment. Born and raised here in Tennessee, so I'm pretty southern. A little bit more sometimes than others. But this is the quick little video, that doesn't work. It's a quick bid. That works. I'm gonna go with that. Quick bid. Sounds like something MTV would have used in the 90s. This is a quick bid by Josh. Sometimes he says stuff, things, and everything. So this is gonna be a little weird one because I was asked to. I kind of put my buddy Waldo on the spot again, and I was like, "Hey man, give me a topic," and he was like, "Top 5 favorite animals." And I just, without even thinking, I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Just want to give a shout out to God real quick because this weather outside is amazing. And I'm gonna say He did it because He does it. And I mean, it's February still. It's like the end of February. It's like 70 something degrees outside, and it feels amazing. It is actually. Yeah, my watch says it's like 66, but I don't believe it. I think it's like almost 80 degrees. My car says it's 78. I'm gonna go with that. It feels like 78. But man, it feels like springtime. It feels like summertime. I just passed the dude's house mowing his yard. Whoa, sorry about that, guys. Shut that sunroof. Dude was mowing his yard, man, and I'm like, it's still February though. But you know, more power to him. I don't want to mow my yard in the summertime. That's why I live in an apartment. Man, I hate mowing. If I did a top 5 list of things I don't like, mowing would be number 1. Mowing and glitter. Glitter is up there. Hey, that's a list for a different day. I'm going to do top 5 things I'm not a fan of. But today, it's all about the animals. No animal is off limits. Every animal is fair game. And I don't mean like you can shoot them, because that's not cool. I'm not really good at killing animals, although I'll eat a steak if it's already there. But don't expect me to turn that cow into a steak. It ain't happening. I'll be a vegetarian before I kill an animal so I can eat it later. I'd rather just eat fruit and vegetables if that's the case. But as long as somebody else is willing to kill a cow for me, I'll grill it up. So, without any further ado, top 5 animals. I don't think I'm going to have like a top 5 as in like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because to be honest, this is kind of off the cuff, and I like all animals to different degrees. If I had to say a number 1 on a list though, like a very top of the list, man, penguins are just a bomb. And I'm a big dude. Listen, I'm 6'4", I'm like close to 400 pounds. I look like a wrestler. I look like I should be on Game of Thrones or some stuff. Alright, so I'm not like your average little guy. I'm big. I'm like round. I'm swolled up, right? You know, I'm like Duck Dynasty meets Game of Thrones. Let's put it that way. So with me saying I like penguins, like I know some people are like, really? That's an odd thing to like. But have you ever been to the zoo and just watched them things? They got the life. Listen, I'm a southern guy. I like the beach. I like Florida. I like the ocean. I like the sand. I like that entire lifestyle. I like the Caribbean music. I like the airy, just open experience. I love it. Jimmy Buffett, one of the best artists, bar none. I like everything to do with that. I mean, you know, I'm not a drinker or nothing like that. Don't get me wrong. I don't do anything, you know, to that extent. But I do like the beach, and I like the ocean. I like the water environment. So when I think of penguins, and I think of these awesome little guys that just get to hang out in the water and just like flap around and be all dumb and stuff, which they are kind of dumb. But penguins, man, they're awesome. Those things are great. So they definitely make my list of top 5 animals that I like. In this case, I would be, if I could be a penguin, I would be a penguin. Also making my list would be like, I don't know, like an eagle, like a hawk or something like that, like a big old honking bird that just can like flap his wings and fly up in the air. they got a good life. They just kind of coast by, watch everything down below them. That's kind of cool. You know, I mean, so far 2 birds have made my list. I don't really know what's up with that. Wolves, just because they're like bad to the bone. Wolves are like tough, you know. What do you need to say about a wolf other than it's a wolf, right? I don't really think I'd like to be, or like, you know, I don't really care much for elephants. I mean, they're cool and all, but they just kind of big and gray. Ain't nothing really to them. Animals. We got penguins. We got birds like a hawk or an eagle, and we got like a wolf. That's a wolf. For any of y'all that don't understand my vernacular. Number 4-ish, whatever, you know, we're doing here, just five animals that I'm big into. Say big into, like I'm an animal expert or some junk. I'm gonna say I like a giraffe, and I'll tell you why I like a giraffe, because my boy likes giraffes. My boy likes giraffes like he likes lions, and lions are gonna be the one that rounds out my list. For 2 reasons. One, because my boy likes them, and because lions are just awesome. Have you seen a lion? Listen, if you ever do see one, you need to run, except if it's on TV, and then you're safe. You know, but if you are in the vicinity of a lion, you need to go. You need to get out. Giraffes, though, man, my little boy calls them giraffes. When we read through our books at night and stuff, we always go through the animals, and you know, if we say, here's a lion, what's a lion do? He says roar, but he can't say his R's very well, so it comes out like roy. You know, and I'm not sure how he says the first R in roar, but he can't really get the last one. I'm not sure what causes that to happen, but the first one comes out raw, and then the last one comes out E, so it's like Roy. He's like saying that lions say Roy, like a dude's name, like the lion calls everybody Roy. Kind of like that guy that just calls everybody buddy because he don't remember their names. Hey buddy, what's up buddy? The lions just go around saying, hey Roy, what's up Roy? You know, that's not what they do. But that's how he says it, how he says lions. Well, when we read, or how he says what, you know, what they do. So when we read our books, it's like, you know, we get to giraffes, and me and my wife, we don't know what sounds giraffes make. So we come out with, we just make something up, and we're like, well, their necks are long. So we say, what does a giraffe do? It goes, whoop, you know, and its head goes up, like, whoop, like that. And so my boy goes to see giraffes at the zoo, and he calls them giraffes, and he's like, there's the giraffes, and he loves the giraffes. And then we're like, what are they doing over there? And he's like, whoop. I'm like, yup, that's exactly what they're doing. Because I ain't gonna tell them they're not, but they got a long neck, so they might as well. So yeah, top 5 list of animals. As if any of you guys need to know about my favorite animals. Glad I was able to tell you. I'm glad that I was able to make a top 5 list. I like some animals. Dogs and cats are just too plain to make my list of top 5s. I mean, I like dogs and cats. If I had to pick like my favorite dog breed, I had a boxer once, and that dog was the bomb. Pixel was my favorite dog. If I can ever get a boxer again, I will. But you know, that's not really, when I think of top 5 list, I don't think of like dogs and cats. I think of like exotic things like that, like giraffes and lions. And by the way, lion doesn't come out either. It comes out yian with a Y. Yian. Yeah, that's going to be it. That's where we're going to end the video. I have taken up 10 minutes worth of your day to let you know about my 5 favorite animals. And as always, like the video, subscribe, thumbs it up, share it on social media if you feel so inclined. Do as God wants you to do, man. Live your life for Christ and no one else. If you live your life for Him, everything else will fall in place. I guarantee it. I'm living proof, man. I've been through some things, and God has always brought me out, and it's not always been easy, but He's always brought me through. Love your neighbor like you love like you would want them to love you, and love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. And please come check me out next time, because I will be back. And if I see you in person, you can always catch me outside. How about that? Peace.